guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title, we're going to be talking about 5 tips that will help you stop caring about other people's opinions, okay? Now, let's go ahead and get right into this. I also do want to mention that I made a video talking about confidence. So if you want to build some confidence, go ahead and watch that video first and then come here. I did it on purpose because I feel like obviously you do need some confidence in order to not care about what people think. So I feel like you should watch that one first and then come back here. All right, so number 1, stop putting people on a pedestal. I think this is super important because I think naturally we tend to just put like a lot of people that we care about on a pedestal, and there's nothing wrong with that to a certain extent, in my opinion. I feel like you really need to make sure you're putting the right people on there. You don't want to just be putting everyone you know on that higher level, because then you're constantly worrying about their opinion and their approval, but not about your own opinion and what you approve of and what you truly desire in your heart. You know what I mean? I also want to say that I feel like when you put people on a pedestal, you tend to see things as a competition, because then you start to think like, okay, well, how can I be better than them? How can I, do this better and do that better, when it's really not like that at all. You're just doing your own thing, stay in your lane, mind your own business. Like, there's just no need to be doing all of that. That sounds stressful, honestly. I really don't know how there are some people out there that compete in their own mind, and they're like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna, have the better outfit, or oh, like I'm gonna do this. And I'm like, okay. Like, that's just a lot. That sounds like a lot of work. I already have a lot of work to do. I don't want to add more work on my mental health. All right, so the second tip that I have for you guys: understand people's insecurities, because they're probably projecting them onto you. When you start to understand what people are insecure about, you start to realize that the things that they talk crap about the most, the things that they pick on the most with like certain people, that's really what they're insecure about. I promise you, I've seen it. Like, it's just there. Like, start paying attention to, like, let's say if you're with a friend or you're with a family member or just anyone, or even your partner, like anyone, start paying attention to the things that they kind of like complain about with other people, and you'll start to realize, oh, okay, you keep talking about that person's feet, but you're insecure about your feet. Okay, makes sense, like, I was just trying to come up with an example, but like, when they tend to talk about something, especially like over and over and over, and like not just once, but it's like a repetitive thing, then it's like, okay, like, you're clearly insecure about this particular thing because you keep talking about that thing with other people, So really pay attention to that. Usually they'll tend to project what they hate about themselves, what they lack, what they know they lack in themselves. Like, for example, if you are trying to become confident, there are going to be people that are going to bring you down, and they're going to try to project their insecurities onto you. Why? Because they're not confident themselves. So they're mad, deep down, they're mad that you're trying to build your confidence. You know what I mean? And they'll know when you're starting to change, when you're starting to change certain habits, and when you're starting to do things differently. They see it. Don't think they don't notice, because they do, And, the insecure people are going to try to bring you down, are going to try to say certain comments and all of that, because they hate the fact that you're doing that for yourself. But the right people are not going to do that, and they're actually going to uplift you and support you, and they want you to pursue whatever it is that you're trying to do for yourself. All right, so third tip that I have for you guys: super short and sweet, straight to the point. Think long term, okay? What do I mean by that? Does their opinion really matter in the long run? Like, really think about it. I feel like if you're thinking about someone's opinion was something, like, you tend to think about in the moment, a week from now, 2 weeks from now, but is their opinion gonna really matter 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now? Probably not. Okay? So why care? Like, just don't care about their opinion. Just do whatever it is that you want to do. Do whatever your heart desires. Like, don't seek their approval if it's not going to matter in the long run. If their opinion doesn't matter in 5 years, don't trip. Not even 5 years, in 1 year, don't trip. Don't trip, okay? Promise you, it's going to be way more peaceful up here. I'm telling you. Okay? So the fourth tip that I have for you guys, everyone's main focus is themselves. Nobody is thinking about you for that long. Okay? I feel like I don't know when I realized that fourth point right there, but I personally feel like it's really true. Like, one time I really sat down and thought to myself, like, honestly, I don't really think about people like that. Like, I'm just so caught up with everything that I have to do. I'm thinking about my clients. I'm thinking about what videos that I have to post. I'm thinking about I have to edit them. What I'm gonna talk about? What am I gonna record? And then on different platforms, Instagram, TikTok, now YouTube, like, I'm just, like, I have so much going on up here that is, like, not related to other people. So I'm not really thinking about other people like that. We all have our own lives. We all have our own stuff, our own responsibilities to take care of. Like, I feel like it's just one of those things where it's like, you have to understand that not everyone is really thinking about you as much as you think they are. And I feel like once I realized that, I was like, okay, it makes it a lot easier to stop caring about people's opinion, because it's like, you're only thinking about me in this particular conversation or in this particular moment. Literally 5 hours from now, you're thinking about something else. You're doing something else. Like, you're caught up in something else. So what's the point? That fourth tip really helped me stop caring about. I mean, all of these tips helped me, but, like, I feel like that one is kind of, like, underrated. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't talk about that, but, like, yeah, no one's really thinking about you for that long. So, like I said, humble yourself just a little bit. Okay, the last tip that I have: take constructive criticism, but don't let opinions, like, drown you and take control over you. Okay? And I really did want to emphasize the constructive criticism part, because it's super important. I definitely think that you should be able to take that, and you should be able to take feedback, because that's a great way to grow and evolve as a person. So I don't want to say, like, oh yeah, like, I just don't care about anyone's opinion, no matter what it is, no matter who it is. Okay, there's always middle ground with things, man. If I'm being 100% honest, if I would have cared about some of my family members' opinions, other friends' opinions, other coworkers, or just other people, anyone but me, like, if I would have cared about outside people and what they thought about me and my decisions and my likes and my dislikes and just everything, I would not be here today. I would not be here, like, in this moment right now. So, for example, like I said, with family, like, don't get me wrong, I do care to a certain extent, but at the same time, I'm like, like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Like, you've lived your life, you've done this, you've done that. Now it's my turn. Like, this is my life. Like, if I want to do a certain thing, then I'm gonna do it. So, it's just, I don't know, that's just how I am. I'm just like, dude, like, my life. Like, it's not your life. This is not your chance to live, what's that saying? Like, live vicariously, like, live through me. Like, no, like, you're not gonna do that. But yeah, guys, that's it for today's video. Those are the 5 tips that I have for you that will help you stop caring about people's opinions. So I hope that you enjoyed these tips. I hope that you apply these tips to your life, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna see some differences within yourself and your mindset. And again, just like the whole video with confidence, this is not something that's gonna happen within a week, a month. It's gonna take time, but trust me, you will not regret it, okay? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. That way you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. All right, so I'm gonna let you go. Stay tuned for the next video I have for you guys. Bye.